Well, hello fishing friends, and if you're new here, welcome. So today I thought I'd do a quick video. This is the start of the very first week of the July fishing event, and if you don't know what that is, there's going to be a fish of the week from 7/21 to 7/28, and it's going to be the common carp. And all you have to do to join this event is fish. That's all you got to do. You just got to go out and catch the common carp. And the top 30 will get a special badge. So if you catch the most, if you're one of the top 30 to catch the most, you'll get a special badge. And if you just catch one, you're also going to get a badge. There's some good news and some bad news about this. The good news is if you don't even have the DLC, the US West DLC, you can participate on this because this is going to be in South Korea. That's part of the bad news. You got 2 new maps that came out today. Those are going to be on US West. So if you're like me and you're a player on US West and you want to check out the new maps, unfortunately the common carp isn't going to be on those maps. So you're not going to be able to catch this guy on the new map. So you have to make a decision. Do you want to go out and catch the common carp and participate in this event and try to get our numbers up? Or do you want to go out and fish on the new maps? And another unfortunate thing is it's the common carp. It's one of the most hated fish. but yeah, that's the first fish of the week that we're going to be able to catch. So go out there and at least catch one of them so that you can get your badge for that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the map here. Go over here and we'll take a look up here. As you can see, we do have a percentage that's coming up. That's as we play together. We're trying to get the 100%. Trying to get all the common carp. And yeah, and if you look over here to the right, we have an extra shelf. So I've never gotten any badges because I don't participate in the leaderboards. It takes too much time for me, so I've never actually participated in it. But with this fish of the week, looks like we'll be able to get some badges even though we don't participate in the leaderboards. So that'll be cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and first thing I want to do, I want to go take a look at the new maps because I haven't seen those yet. All right, so I am in US West. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up here and this will be the quickest way to find it. And I have been told that, actually, let's look at so we got S7 up there. That says Wyoming. That looks like Washington to me. And we got S8 here. It says Washington, and that looks like Wyoming. So, looks like they might have those backwards. So, let's go to S7 and go fishing. Alright, and I look like I'm sitting on the ground. Let me go ahead and go into my settings here. Let's see here. And accessibility, mobility, and I'm going to adjust my height. And if you didn't know you could do that, that'll make it to where you looks like you're actually standing. All right, and I'm going to resume that. All right, so now let's take a look. Very nice. Get some birds flying around over there. I don't know what animations will be happening in this here, but the scenery is pretty. Got some snow back there. All right. Let's take a look at the fish and see what new fish we have. Nothing on the first page. And looks like we have one epic. And holy smokes. So we have an epic here that doesn't like any live baits or any lures. So that's like an epic and a rare combined. That is probably going to be, and it's on the lower depth. Wow. That is probably going to be one of the hardest fish to catch. I tell you what, if you have any tips and tricks, I'm going to go do some research on this and see if I can catch it as well, of course. So it doesn't have a favorite bait, so it won't be green on anything. So we're going to have to try to figure out what yellow bait, when you look at your, let's see if I'm on, so I'm on hard. If I pick up my pole here, these fish that are yellow, they kind of like the bait, but it's not their favorite like the green would. So yeah, we're going to have to try to figure out the yellow bait for that fish to make it easier to catch. And of course you got to play this on expert. So yeah, that one's going to be difficult. So I'm guessing since it looks like it's a smaller fish, and actually I can go back to the lodge and figure out what size fish that is just by looking at the leaderboard for fish. Looks like it's a smaller fish, so I'm guessing that a spinner or the lures that catch some of the smaller fish. Let's see, like that. You know, you got your spinners and you got your worm and your dough ball. I doubt so. Maybe a grasshopper, but you got your soft bait and your spinner. I'm guessing that the soft bait and the spinner will probably be the best lures to use to catch those, because those are actually going to target the smaller fish, as long as that is a small fish. And like I said, I'll go back to the lodge and take a look to see if it shows up in the small fish menu. Alright, so let's take a look at S8. Alright, here we are in S8. Looks like we're out in the water on my boat. Very foggy. Foggy winter day. Oh, it's snowing here. Got some snowflakes coming down. It's pretty cool. And let's take a look at the fish here. This one will be easier. It's just another small fish. I can tell by the live baits that it likes. And so you're going to be able to catch this one on dough ball and worm. So, of course, that's what I'll be targeting on the top. So I'm going to be looking for swirls with the dough ball and worm. And on the previous S7, when it was on a lower depth, you're going to be targeting the bubbles. So, yeah. So that one shouldn't be too terribly difficult to catch. And, of course, I'll make a video on that one a little bit later. Right now, I'm just going out and taking a look at them. Alright, so now I'm going to take you back to the lodge. Alright, so here we are back in the lodge, and if you didn't know, you can actually go to the leaderboard and go to fish, and then if you look for the different fish, you'll actually be able to see them in here. So we have small, and it used to be that had the full color picture and everything in there. It looks like they've changed it to where it's blacked out now. So, oops. Let's see, it was a large one. Okay, so that is actually going to be, hey, I should ask these people if they know how to catch it. That is actually going to be harder than I thought. Now that I know that it's a large fish, it's not going to be caught on the spinner. Yeah. So we'll have to figure that out. So when you go into the larger fish, like the trout and stuff like that, maybe on the minnow would be a good one to start with. Minnow's a pretty good one for the larger fish. And maybe a crankbait. So, yeah, I'll probably start off with a minnow, trying to catch it. Bringing the minnow down on the bottom. And just coming across the bottom of the water. So, alright, so now that we've taken a look at the two new maps, I'm going to show you, for the Common Carp, the quickest and easiest way to find the Common Carp. So let's go back to the world map. We're going to go to South Korea. Click on that. And I'm just going to pick, you could pick any of them from location 1, all the freshwater levels. I'm going to go ahead and just pick, let's go with location 5 probably works good. Okay, so here we are in location 5. We're going to bring up the Officialpedia here. Common Carp likes the spinner, and that is actually what we're going to use. We're going to switch back to hard mode, and I'm going to bring up the spinner, and what we're going to be looking for is these medium-sized fish that are green on the spinner. That's going to be your Common Carp. So I'll just, that's probably too close. Probably where those bubbles are at. So I'm going to let it drop down right there. Turn red. It's not going to run on us. It might swim back and forth, but it's not going to run. And we're going to bring this sharks in. And also, if you didn't know, during this event, until the end of the event, there's the common carp. Going to boost the spawn or the rates of the sharks. So if you want to go out to saltwater and catch a bunch of sharks, right now is a great time to do it because they've boosted the rates of sharks as well. So, well, there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this this video, and if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. It does help me a lot. And hopefully I'll see you again sometime. Have a good time fishing. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.